Hello, fellow sailors and captains and admirals out there. It's Captain Ghost, coming in from the island here, our isolated island here. Got the game paused, and what have we done? It's been a while since I played here. Did we go out? Yeah, we went out exploring, so we're not as isolated anymore. Yeah, we can get out and move around. Okay. Okay. Chaos Island. I used to call it Chaos Island. Alright. Now, last episode, we're just knocking out these tutorials. That way you guys can see how that goes. And then I'll start to branch off into streaming, I guess. But again, you're going to know it's a stream because I'm going to name it ST and the episode number. And it's all going to be sequential so you can keep up. And also you're going to find out that the time is going to be much higher. Streams go, I usually stream for 2 hours or more. Especially this game, I could stream, all day, all night. It's so much fun. I love this game. So let's go ahead and review some things here. We got our captain's office. We've got a maintenance depot here, or a vehicle depot. We set up our first maintenance depot. We have mechanical parts, collecting wood. We have construction parts ×2, and we have a full case of construction part 1s. There we go. And now we have, and we're also semi-automated right now. Now, let's see here. We've got our brick maker, and dirt and coal are being delivered manually here. Eventually this can come out, but it's a nice stopgap measure to have it for a while. And for the bricks, because it uses your dirt, and you're not always gonna have dirt. I like to dump dirt on the top of an area that I'm mining, so kind of skin it, make it look like grass again. Oh, okay, let's go over here real quick. I wanted to let's go to, if you press Z on the keyboard, or if you go down to, click on the dumping designation there, you'll see we have some trucks here. I don't want to dump here anymore. What I want to do is I want to mine around, or a dump around the copper patch here, or the copper mountain here. If you go L for layers, or click down here for layers, and all the hotkeys are listed there. L is for layers there. You'll see that we have, the copper is pretty deep here. And in order to get that copper, we're going to have to mine into the water. And what happens is the water will flood in. You'll get a mine flood. And then you can't access that unless you bury it and then remine it. At least that's what I'm thinking. There was a lot of glitches and bugs with the water, especially with sand, because you would have machinery that would get basically waterlogged. They would get flooded and the machines would be sticking in the water. So what I'd like to do is, now we're at surface level 3. If we hit F, we're flat. And there is a natural contour, so the trucks can drive down if I go down one more layer. So if I go down to 2, what that'll allow me to do is put all the trash, dirt, and stone at level 2, and then I'm going to come back with dirt, or soil, I guess they call it dirt, and I can skin the surface, just dump dirt, and then I can make this farmable land. You don't need to do this, but it's very helpful if you want to have a lot of farming. And what they've done, there's a couple things you need to keep in mind in the future. One is tree farming. Now we have tree farming. Once our trees are gone, we have to we have to plant trees and harvest them, basically chop them up, make them into logs. We're gonna need logs for our settlement consistently and building. The next thing is we're going to have farms for poppy seeds and corn and all of this other junk. Fruits, vegetables. There's a ton of farming in the game. There's also chicken farms and things which can go anywhere, but you have to feed them, which means you need chicken feed. So that means that's another farm, right? Because you need to take that process. You need to take stuff, I think it's soybeans, and you mill it. I can't remember exactly, but you have to make chicken feed for the chickens, and that's a big infrastructure for the chicken farming. So you want, obviously, farming land. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab... This is a lot of dumping. And this strategy... And now, oh, you got to be careful. See how it changed my reference? I don't know why it does that. Stop changing my reference. Oh my god. So we're going to go and drag over here as well. And then if you grab from a number 2, sometimes it even changes it. Like this is number 2. It'll knock it down or bring it up. It drives me nuts when it does that crap. All right, so let's go on over this way. I'm just going to get a baseline here. It only goes so far, so you have to reset. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to grab that 2, and we're going to grab it over here. Now, what I want to do... Now, let's talk about this. I am on easier settings because I want to get to the end game and enjoy that end game. And this game is tough if you play on... Now, granted, playing on Admiral or Sailor, or I mean, Admiral or Captain, as I've been saying, those are tougher settings. So you're more min-maxing to get a kind of like a give-take with other settlements. So you run out of resources, then you go to the islands. The islands run out of resources. They're with the cargo ships. Your cargo ships switch over to contracts, and you're trading finished goods for raw materials. So that's the 3 phases of the game. The contracts, you really have to, all along the way, if you play Captain or Admiral settings, which are tougher, you have to min-max all along the way to get to that point. And that's why I want to play on easier settings. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is you're not going to be doing this kind of crap here on easier settings. So what I'm trying to do is kind of present a more beginning strategies, kind of having a little fun, doing a little mining and dumping and stuff. And I also, for example, in Admiral and Captain settings, you're not going to be doing this dumping because this is a lot of maintenance and gasoline or diesel that you're going to be wasting dumping product. You're better off, you got to dump it, but you're not going to be doing extra, right? That's the point I want to get across here. And what I want to try, I'm trying this out in my other save, and I'm going to try to mine this whole thing out by using retaining walls and stuff. So it's kind of fun, a fun little project. It's also tedious, but, Oh, one thing I wanted to mention, you can, I don't know if I did, you can turn off these resources here. So if you wanted to turn off copper, you can. And then you have, your water, limestone and stuff. So you can actually turn off individual resources here. And then you can also turn off the terrain grid and mining and dumping. Sometimes that gets in the way. And then tree harvesting stuff, which doesn't get in the way, but you can do that. So you can turn all these off. It's not apparent on here. They should have a little eyeball maybe next to it, so that you know that. But I found this out recently. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, and always have your game paused, because it's chewing up maintenance and resources while you're fiddle-faddling around. I want to do retaining walls around the copper, and I'm going to do the same thing for iron, and maybe, I don't know if I'm going to build, if I'm going to dump out into the island, into the ocean here, or the water, because I want to build this island out and, get this all to be buildable space and stuff. The other thing is, if I were to turn on layers here, this is going to take a very long time to get to. After I thought about it, I was like, oh my god, this is not something I'm going to be able to do here. Let me get rid of these here. Copper, and because those annoy me. Okay, so if we take this here, X for dump, oops, or Z, yeah. And we're going to drag this all the way over as far as we can go. Okay. Now, look at that. That is some deep water. Now, that is a setting. This is a setting. And, look, 23, 24. So the deepest it goes is 30 in the game. Okay, I think that's a game setting. You can't go any lower than 30. So you are actually, let's see. There you go. And I think that's gonna be There you go. Now we're in. Yeah, and now you can finally put oil there. But yeah, we're at deep depth 30. So if you go out to the ocean, way out here, 30, see? Yep, 30. And that's why, you know, having a, well, you want to be able to run pipes and stuff back and forth or whatever, so you want to have three bars there. So yeah, good luck. That's going to take a long time. And in the world, they have, you can do unlimited resources, which is what I'm doing, because I want to be able to see how well that'll do. But on captain or admiral settings, I don't think you're going to be able to get that done without spending 1,000 hours in the playthrough, because this is a lot of material. And keep in mind that it's going to spill over. It's not going to be a straight up and down. It's going to have like, you know, it has physics, so it's going to tumble down into the water. So it's not going to, it's going to take more material to do this than you would think. Okay, basically probably quadruple it, triple the amount of material that you see here. That's a lot. So let's turn that off. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, you know, kind of some rethinking there. We need to build, we can do a rubber maker now. Yeah, so if you look at rubber, we're kind of low, 235. Our copper is a little higher, so I think we should do a rubber maker first. And we have our little diesel set up here. I think, oh, I can unpause that. There we go. I paused it because we're bringing the gasoline over. And we have 11 workers, so I think that, let's go over here. And we have 210 cap. Yeah, so let's go ahead and turn this on. And I'm going to move this farm down because I want to put habitats here. I'm going to double them up. And in fact, I have planning mode on here, so let's go ahead and go to housing. And we'll plop this down. And this is going to be our new reference for our habitats, or, well, settlement. And the farm will go down. We're going to have a decent amount of room. I have a building strategy that I'm going to implement with the farms with ramps and stuff. So keep tuned for that. It's going to work out pretty good because we're going to have a lot of belts and pipes going around our farms. And you want to be able to have your trucks be able to move around very quickly and efficiently. Let's go ahead and start up on our rubber here. We'll just go ahead and we'll keep pause mode on. So we go to our oil, crude oil. Here's our rubber maker. And we have a couple outputs and inputs here. So this is a wastewater dump here. We can borrow that. And I'm going to hit F to flip it. And then I'm going to go over here. And you know what? You want to give yourself a little bit of room. There, you can tighten your builds up later, but you want to give yourself room in the beginning because then you can kind of retrofit some spaghetti on there until you can get an official build where it's connected directly maybe to some cargo ship outputs, you know? So that's kind of how I screwed up. Cut is your friend. There we go. We'll go ahead and plop that down there. Click on that little arrow, and bam, it automatically puts a pipe in. Now, it doesn't grab the level 2 or 3. It's only the level 1 pipe, from what I understand. Okay, so that's done. Now, as you can see, we have a coal input and a sulfur input there, too. And this guy, we're going to move out of the way here. And I'm going to unpause it. It has a nice little feature. See how it enables you to click on a specific spot and manually order the vehicle out of your way. I'm going to take planning mode off because then I don't have to deal with doing this. Okay. And this is our wastewater, and we'll eventually be able to take care of our wastewater and put it into a process. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. And let's give ourselves some room on that as well. There we go. Our wastewater, what's going to be tricky about this map is that we're going to have, you know, centralizing things. Either you have to figure out how you're going to do stuff. Are you going to transport the raw material? Mainly you want to look for compression. With that, what I mean by that is, can I process something down to a lesser amount where the transport of that item is going to be less. So if I were to transport the wastewater here versus processing it on site into sludge or even compost, you'll have to look into that, and the logistics makes sense too. Sometimes it's just easier to take the wastewater and bring it over to, via truck until you can lay down pipes and bring it over to a central wastewater processing area. Because there's a few processes that you're going to get wastewater from, this being one of them. But the wastewater eventually goes away on our rubber making, so I'm not too worried about that. But and this goes away too, the basic distiller. So there we go. And we have build and connect rubber maker. So we'll go ahead and pause that. And so now we can do let's see, we've got our thing. This needs electronics. Yeah. I think what we'll do, let's go ahead and put down an assembly, not that one, manual. And I'm going to plop that down here. Oh, wait. Pause it. The mechanical parts are much slower. It's 6 every 60. And the electronics are... it's 4 every 60 in this machine. So, these mechanicals are quicker, actually. Forgot about that. We'll knock that out. Yeah, we'll leave that like that. And that way, we're going to belt this directly into our maintenance eventually. And then I'd like to get a kind of a bus where it's going to handle the stuff that's going to have to run all the time. Our maintenance is going to have to run. We're going to need parts to build. We want to hook that up to a belt base, where, and we're going to be, obviously belting our iron, our copper, our steel, and all that. But you can't avoid all trucks in the beginning. You have to lean on those trucks quite hard. Okay, so we got that in. Now here they want us to do a vehicle parts thing here. So we'll go ahead and get an assembly manual. And this depot here doesn't have any belt inputs. It will eventually. So we'll go ahead and set that up. Now notice how it's taking iron, mechanical, and electrical parts. So it's going to steal from our over here, these two things, or what's in our dock here, because we still got stuff there. We actually have mechanical vehicle parts here, so I don't know why they're having us do this so early. So let's go ahead and pause that, and we'll let that build. Now, copper. Oh, copper. I think we're going to go right over here against the shoreline. If we turn on layers, we don't want to build on top of our copper, but we're in a situation where the trees get in our way, obviously, and eventually we'll get rid of them. And I have a strategy for that too, where you just put some big storage cases down and you just clear cut the whole island and get these trees out of the way, and then you could build a farm, anywhere specific. So let's go ahead and build some metallurgy here, and I'm going to put build mode on because I want that other stuff to be built there, and we're busy already. Let's see, how many trucks do we have here? We only have 12. Let's make about 8 more. That's 4. Yeah, let's make 8 because we're making rubber now, so we're fine. And we do have our iron processing going. So we have iron, we have the rubber, and we should be fine to process this. So let's put our layers on again. I think now we will be moving our copper eventually. Temporarily, we just got to get it set up. That's the issue with this game, is you do have to move stuff, and it's a pain moving in this game. Oh geez, don't get me started on that. Okay, metallurgy, we got our planting mode on. We got our blast furnace here. Oh, and we got to set up coal. I'm surprised they haven't had us set up coal yet. No. Oh, what did it pop up? Okay, there we go. Start producing electronics and vehicle parts. Okay, so that'll be out of the way. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't had us set coal up yet. Okay, this is copper, so we want to do the copper scrap, and then we want to do the copper ore, and the priority will be the copper scrap. And I'd like to set up 2 of these, but the copper, we can copy paste this over this build, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, hold on. I want to, let's delete that. Wait. We can cut. And what I want to do is flip it so that exhaust is on that one side there. Well, yeah, I think I'll keep it this way. Yeah, let's do it that way. Ooh, rain. Because this, sometimes I like to have the slag in the middle, but then what happens is our slag output, we capture that. And if you put it in the middle, you're going to have stuff in the middle here, and it's going to block your truck. So you have to build up high, your belts up high internally. So, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's just get this going here. So we'll get a smokestack on there, and everything is preserved. That's good. I'll put down a... Oh, and we don't have belts yet. Oh, we do, but we don't have the yellow connections, so we don't have yellow stuff. How did I lose workers? Not enough workers. Rubber maker. Oh. Oh, we gotta select that anyway. Oh, no, not that one. This one here. How am I losing... Oh, probably because of the machinery. Well, the beacon is on. Oh, I'm running at slow speed. That's why. Yeah, we're running at super slow speed. So we'll eventually get those workers back. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We just can't run certain things like the rubber maker. And we have 185 rubber, so we're fine. Okay, let's get back to this. And when that beacon pops, we'll jump on it. Okay. And now what we can do is copy this orientation here. Like so. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll get the pipe. I don't care right now about that. And I'll just delete it. There we go. And that's going to be blocking our... Oops, come on. Click on that. There you go. Okay. There we go. New refugees. Bringing goodies. Thank you very much. Cool. Okay, so we have 14. Now we have 9 workers. I'm going to let that run a little bit there. Okay, so that's our channels there. Now, copper outputs impure, so we got to take that off. We have a little copy settings thing here. Copy paste, basically. So that took care of that. I think I'm gonna put the copper, remaining copper stuff here. Oh, and then the water table. If we go here, we need water. Oh, we can use this. Oh, we don't have the water pump yet. Oh, interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this anyway because it's gonna tell us here. Rainwater harvester. Yeah. There we go. Vehicle parts. Boom. All right, we're good to go. And so we're gonna do the produce rubber. Okay. We should be producing rubber now. Wow, this is so far away. See that? This map is nuts. We need coal. It should bring the coal from the coal maker when it's available. And then there's another... Wait, oh, did it do the locked thing again? Yeah, it does this all the time when I start the game up, I guess. So produce copper, produce rubber. Okay, that's all we have to do. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, and then we got to establish a copper ore mine. Oh, yeah. Let's do that real quick, too. That's pretty easy. So let's go over here. And I'm going to take these out and make a little excavator. And then we'll put those on there as well. Okay. Yeah, because I forgot we need an excavator for... I'm jumping the gun here a little bit. That's okay. So let's go ahead and go to buildings. We'll get mining control tower. You want this far enough away. Let's turn our layers on. See how far this comes out. And yeah, we could put it over here, I guess. And what that allows us to do, by putting it far enough away, you don't have to move it 2-3 times. And let's get that unpaused. And we're going to take off the dumping designations here. And we're going to edit the area. And we're going to turn layers off. And I'm just going to... I'm setting an area. Just kind of a basic area here. Just to get enough. And then we'll click on our mining designation. We're going to keep it at, let's go F. I don't know why it went there. And let's just drag it. We're going to keep it at surface level for now. And then I'm just going to kind of get rid of these extra mining spots here real quick here. Just enough. All right, so that's all set up. Now all we need is the mining tower, or the miner, the excavator. Okay, get out of there. Now, we have to set up, we have to do a water catcher, which is fine. We'll do that. And we're going to have a storage over here. So right now, because we don't have belts, what we have to do is the water catcher. We can pipe the water catcher and all that up, but the trucks are going to have to deliver the impure copper to the electrolyzer. So that's what we have to do for now. But you want to set it up such that it will go into this thing directly. And if we look at the ratios here, it's 12 output. So it's 12. This is 24 molten for both. And this is 12. So it's a 1 to 2, just like the iron. And this one is 24 to 19.5. Until we get acid production, we're going to lose a little copper with the electrolysis process. All right, so that's done there. And then we'll put a case here. And we'll do our little unit storage, right, like so. Oops. We'll do a cut in there. And then we'll turn this on to copper. And we should be good there. Okay. And let's go ahead and unpause this stuff because I'm pretty confident about all this here. Click that one. We'll get all this going here. Get those trucks working. So I made it such that I can belt this directly in when we get the belts available. And then, belt that up as well. All right, let's put a... Copper is a pretty important one. And we definitely want to make sure it's running. Let's take this planning mode off here. Unpause that. And we'll get our water pipe. So I want to capture the water when it rains. And that way, when it's not raining, we have the surplus to get through that non-rain season. All right, then we'll get the water catcher. And this is where, the trees become a problem. Plop it right there. Doesn't matter. Click on that arrow. And I hate it when it does that. There we go. Okay. So now we're down one worker here, but we got our beacon on, so we'll eventually get the workers from that. Okay, so let's see if we have our truck or our excavator. We do. I'm going to do 1 and 1 for now, and we have refugees to handle the work, extra work. That's the things we got. It's 14 workers. Now, one thing you'll notice on the beacon, though, I think I mentioned this. It says 6 months, 14 refugees. It goes up and up and up, right? So both, I think it goes up. It gets up to 18 refugees, and the months takes longer. So it'll go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can leave this beacon running, but eventually you don't need it anymore. But it's nice to have those resources, and it's also nice to have it if you have a sickness, because there are sicknesses in the game that'll bite you in the butt. Okay, now we've got that running. This is going to require wood. Okay, good. All right. Oh, that's going to take a minute. Oh, no. Let's see here. That one is... Come on, click. That'll be done. Okay. And copper scrap, copper ore. All right. Okay, now look, of course, it's got stone in its claw. Oh, you can filter to only grab a certain ore. Just keep that in mind if you're having troubles with keeping up. And there is a way that you can have, like, you can set up a mining tower with, say, 6 diggers, like this here, excavators, or small excavators, whatever. You can have, say, 4 of them specifically getting a copper, copper in this case. And then you can have 4 with no filter, which will get copper and dirt and stone. So you can clear it out and have a nice flat surface. If you don't do that, sometimes the excavators will get and trucks will get stuck if it's an uneven surface. So be careful about that. You don't want to get them stuck and you have to micromanage it. Okay, we need the wood, and I think wood is. We got plenty of wood there. Plenty of iron. So where's our wood production at going on here? Oh. Oh, they're way over there. Oh, okay. What are you doing over here? Are you cutting, even? Okay, it's waiting. I'm going to add another truck to that for now. Okay, here he comes. There it goes. I think... Oh, it's got... Where are you going? So if we click on it, we can. Look at how... It's going all that way. So that's the issue with having a big island. Okay, so we're waiting for the copper ore mine. Wait a minute. Establish copper ore and start mining copper, so we need to get 20 of those. All right, that's fine. Produce copper ore. Produce rubber. Now what's going on with our rubber here? Let's go check that out. What are you... Okay, it's the coal. Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't had us do a coal mine yet. Well, let's go take care of that right now, because we can't be waiting around for this crap. So let's go ahead and we'll go to our trucks, buildings, whatever. Now we want to turn our layers, and you'll see that the it comes out pretty far here. And I'm going to put a mining tower here for now. We're going to take our dumping designations off. There we go. There is another strategy which I'll be implementing later, which will save our trucks from having to drive all over the place. And it's kind of a phased approach. You know, you have to start somewhere. All right, now let's go make... Now, coal is a big resource. Let's knock that out. Coal is a big one. You want a lot. You want to throw a decent amount of excavators at it. So I'm going to go with 4 excavators for now. I got all these extra trucks here, so we're good there. Let's go set up our coal. And we're going to have to do it anyway, so we'll do it now. All right, edit area. And we're just going to surface mine this thing here. We'll get our mining, and we'll go over here. We'll just drag it all over. Okay, there we go. I'm going to pull this stuff out of here just for... so the graphics card doesn't have to work as hard. Trying to figure out... trying to, you know, print all this stuff onto the screen here. Okay, there we go. So that's being built. And now we got to produce copper. Okay, cool. Let's see how we doing here. Okay, we've got all that. And we don't have rain yet. So we're... Oh, we do have copper, though. But we just don't have the coal, see? Yeah, I don't understand why the coal didn't come up first. That's kind of weird. Okay. And so that's done now. So we know that we don't have any excavators yet. So I'm going to speed this up here. And hopefully we'll get an excavator. And then we can get our coal up and running in a better way here. Okay, so we're bringing the parts over. Well, notice how our vehicle parts are gone. Yeah. Oh, refugees. We'll take them. Yeah. So we got some good stuff there. Some rubber. All that. And we're at 15 workers because we're adding... we keep adding stuff. It's going to be kind of tricky touch and go here. We are 210, so of 180. I'm going... I don't know why this window moves around. It does. We're going to unpause that. And we're going to get this settlement going here. My plan is to have 6 settlements. And I'm going to move this farm back before I belt it up and all that. And the farm will go further back here. But you got to be careful because... well, it's going to go back to about maybe around here. And then this is going to be an egress area for trucks to drive through. And then we'll have an egress area between the settlement. And we'll have an egress area for the trucks to drive in front here. Eventually, we can move our ship, our, you know, my ghost yard here. We can move this out like over here. And it'll be up and out of the way. And because really all that thing is for is exploration and repairing some of the stuff out there. Speaking of which, we can send our ship out, so let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you're playing a tougher setting like Captain or Admiral, be careful, because when you send your ship out, you do get diseases the further you go out, and the more severe the further you go out, the severe they get, more severe. So you can get a deadly flu, cold. I think it starts with cold, then mild flu, then deadly flu. I don't know what else that you get. I think it's just flu, and it's kind of like a settlement killer if you're not careful. And you have to be ready for it. You have to get medical stuff set up, and it'll alleviate that problem. You also have edicts in your captain's thing here, which we don't have here yet. You'll eventually get better health edicts and stuff, which is kind of nice. Oh, location explored. There we go. Okay, we got vehicle parts. Cool. Now the ship's gonna come back. Now it's limited by how much gas or diesel fuel it has. There are bigger tanks you can get, so you can actually hit maybe 2 spots at a time when you get further along. So that'd be nice. Okay, no research. Let's take a look at some research here. It doesn't cost anything to do the research. Let's get ramps, and there are 3 ramps. Blueprints, which I don't really use much of. Oh, we do have these. Okay, good. We do have the belts available. Fuel stations, very helpful. Groundwater pump and irrigated farms. We'll knock those out. Let's get vegetables knocked out. So irrigated farms take water. We get the groundwater pump to supply the water to the irrigated farms. These take people, obviously, to run. This will allow us to do crop rotate. Or I'm sorry. This will allow us to make vegetables, and we'll get more into that later. Oh, here's settlement water. This will help with unity as well as the vegetables. So if you have more than one food type, it increases your unity. It gets tougher, boy, I tell you. Vehicle management will increase our vehicle cap by 20. And we'll get concrete production. Yeah, we want that. And then the concrete bricks will take over the bricks that we're making with soil. So you definitely want to get that set up. And then we have the balancers for all the different belt types that we can have there. And retaining walls, sure. Retaining walls, I'm going to be doing a lot of this in this playthrough because I want to showcase them and kind of show how they work and all. And then we've got these things. I was talking about these before. They're smart conveyors. I think they have a place, but they're kind of limited in how I would like to use them. In that, if you have a machine that you set up for 2 things, you have to cycle the things around in a circle and all that. Oh, there we go. Ramp. Refugees. There we go. And blueprints. Okay, now notice our unity is going down. Why is that? Why is our unity going down here? We'll have... I don't think... Landfill, air pollution. The beacon. That's why. Okay, let's turn the beacon off here. We'll pause it. And our unity cap is 52. The way you get higher unity caps is you can increase that every time you add or upgrade a settlement box here, or whatever you want to call it. It increases your unity cap. So if you click on this one here, we have a unity cap of 52. And what happens is if you have extra unity, it goes into that cap. It goes into your unity pool. So if you need to do stuff quickly, you can do that. You have that unity available. There's things you need unity to spend. You need to spend unity for certain things too, on top of product. If you want to trade. Okay, we have no trees. Good. All right, you can start working on... I think we want to start clearing out... Let's get that out of there. Let's start clearing out farmland here. Yeah, we're going to have to get these out of here too. Because we need space for farming. I'll leave those there. Okay, hopefully it'll work on that. Okay. Oh boy, we're running long on time here. Produce rubber. Oh, now, how we doing? All right, come on now. There we go, finally. So we got 2 of those guys. Now, what's going to happen is... Oh, I think we can... No, we can't do this yet. What can be dumped here? Fuel station. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's going to help. We can set that up now, but we'll wait. Ah, there we go, finally. We got rubber. Collect. Nice. And eventually we'll have coal. So what I'll do is I'll cut back in when we start getting this copper going. All right, there it goes. The little truck delivering some coal. It also has soil on it. And we'll start to see some copper going here. The trucks now carry multiple items. So that means they can do multiple trips. Instead of just taking one dirt and driving it around, they'll drive dirt, copper, stone, rock, whatever you want to call it. So it's pretty cool. All right, there we go. We got our copper, molten copper. Now we got our impure copper here. And the trucks won't pick up unless there's a full load now, because I set that directive here. It'll only pick up if there's 20. There's more coal. Oh, yeah, here, check it out. Let's pause this. And notice how it has dirt. It had dirt and coal. Yeah, it's got 0 fuel. So what it's doing is it's going to the dock. And then it'll eventually go to dump the soil or dirt where we designated it here now. See, it's starting to go. Okay, groundwater pump done. Okay. And there we go. Oh, no. We need 24. So, and now, oh, that's taking slag. And it's dumping it here. That's fine, because we want to save the slag. Oh, you know what? I think what I'll do, I'm going to put a storage thing down here. Oh, here's our ramps. Here's our fuel station there. Ah, there we go. Copper. Got it. And assembly manual to pursue. Oh, construction parts 2 now. Okay. I think we'll do that in the next episode. Let's go ahead and put a storage down here real quick. And you could go nice and close for now. And then we'll set this to slag. And we'll do a directive to keep empty. We might have to kick that over some more. Okay, there we go. Well, yeah, I think we should end it there. So we've got, some more progress. We've got our copper kind of semi-automated. We've got coal, which I'm surprised I don't remember them asking in the tutorials, them meaning the devs. I don't remember. It's weird how they're not asking us to do it yet. Because this coal should have been right after iron, in my opinion, because, we're relying on, this coal thing here. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. Yeah, they haven't asked us to do this yet, which is very odd. Let me go set this up really quick. I'll pause it. I'll cut back in. But let's get the assembly 2s going. There we go. Irrigated farms now. Okay, I went ahead and plopped that baby down. And now it's built. Yeah, I'm wondering why they didn't have us set up coal first before doing all this other stuff. Because we're relying on wood for coal for all these things. That coal should have been after iron, in my opinion. So let's make sure. Yeah, okay, there we go. See the truck sit here? It parked here and it loaded and unloaded at the same time. Okay, and I got it in fast speed here, so this will go pretty quick. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we got it. Yep, there we go. Yeah, now mine coal. So there you go. Collect. Ooh, 40. Nice. Pause coal maker to save on wood. There you go. And it's over here. All right. So, yeah, I don't know why they're having us do all this. So we go ahead and pause. Oh, what you can do is turn off the delivery. That way it'll finish up what's in there. Otherwise, I think it'll take the wood out and put it in the dock or whatever. So, yeah, you can let it run. And then we'll dismantle it. Okay, now that's done. And what they want us to do is pause it, and that's all. So now we get some cement. And boom. And then we'll take this and decon that. And we'll recover those materials a little bit there. And I think it takes the coal. Let's see, hold on, pause it. And, oh, it's just got the construction parts in there, huh? I wonder where the coal went. I didn't see the coal disappear. So that's good. I think we got a good start going here. We're moving along. So now we can make conveyor belts. And they want us to build a fuel station and all that. So we'll do that in the next episode. So I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, I got this search thing here for an A. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you're playing along, hey, I hope you're having fun playing Update 1, Captive Industry. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.